Welcome back, and today we are in RuneScape Dragon Wilds. I'm gonna try and see if I can actually get back into this game and maybe get to the new content that was recently released. I'm not liking how the magic works anymore. They seem to have taken out a lot of things since the last time I played, such as the barrier. They have placed things in the world where you can get more health, which is nice. But a lot of things hit you still really, really hard. And where I left myself the last time, on my main character at least, which is this character, yeah, they were very, very not easy to defeat. So that concerns me a little. The rank was the same as what my rank is, which is 5. But, I don't know. We'll see. But right now we're going to try and make some food because that seems to be the only way you get back your health. Because there are no pots, healing pots at least, which is one thing you carried a lot of. All the healing pots I did have seemed to be invalid, and they dismantle them as you use them, and you get the materials back, which is nice. But there's no means for me to heal. But food in general seems to be the way you get your health back. I would like to make a necklace to increase my magic XP gain, but I don't have any of these shards. So I might have to go look for a vault really quickly. But first, I have to cook some food up because this will give you some food, I think. Or this, I'm sorry. But where it's at are these meals here. So one meal will give 70 hit points, looks like it. I'm looking to get this one here, which I do have a lot of chicken, that's why. It might be easier to get these cabbages and these berries, and the potatoes. So I don't know, maybe I'll go out and I'll look for some of that stuff. I guess I can get chicken for eggs. But let me go out and look into the wild and we'll see what we can find. As far as any of that goes. Now, this game does... Oops. You do need to have these runes. Because, I guess it is RuneScape. But the runes are required to make your weapons work. It's kind of like how Enshrouded works, which, honestly... I don't know. I haven't played Enshrouded in a really long time, and apparently there's been a lot of updates for that too. But I didn't like how the rune system worked. Or you needed basically it's ammo for your wand or your staff. Now, for me, the difficulty on that is it did take up a space, and there wasn't a lot of ammo for it. And it wasn't very powerful. I don't know if I was doing it wrong. It is very, very possible I was doing it wrong. But melee felt a lot more rewarding since, there's no ammo and you do more. It's faster attacks. And yeah, and a lot of times it did more damage. So, wow, that's a lot of these Kerbal, whatever. Look at that. But yeah, it's enough of the rant. Let's see, potatoes, cabbages. I gotta dry these or something. I'm assuming you do that on that grill thingy. But if you notice, I have about 7,500 runes on my character. It's because one thing that I like is they actually increased the rune capacities. I did make a lot of runes. I'm glad I did because it seems a lot harder to make them now. So if you would imagine back in the day, all of these slots were full of runes. These runes actually, because I think you could only carry them in stacks of 100. So I filled it all up. But now it only takes up one row, which is really nice, but that also scares me because you know what that means. They expect you to carry a lot of runes, is what I'm figuring. But we'll see. Well, here's what is that one? Arcane? It's an arcane thing. So if we do that, then we do this, and we hit this. I like the fact that there's a visual range now. Last time I played, you couldn't really see it. Inventory full. You gotta be kidding. Alright, let's open that. That should open up enough for all of this. And if we do this, we get these astral runes. And now it's full, or it's empty, I mean. I'm full. We do need these berries. We need those berries. We need a lot of berries. We need a lot of food. Here's a cabbage. What's up here? Have I not ever been here? Is there a glider? I don't think this game had a glider. But here's some more berries. Ah, this place looks interesting. Is this new? I don't remember. But there's a torch here. Oh, what's this? Saradomin statue? Watches true 3 sentinels of stone guard a key. Each give a gemstone eye of glistening hue, and the Lord of Order will once more see. So there's 3 statues that I either have to get a gemstone from or give gemstones to. Pretty sure this has cooldown. Nice. I like the quicker cooldown. And actually there is a... I can't pick up any of those stone. That's not what we're going for anyway. But there is a... I forgot. There is a vault right there. So but I do need to get the food first, or we will probably die. Considering I don't remember how to exactly play. The finer points of playing, at least. Specifically combat. Alright, let's not aggro the dragon. Oh, he takes 1 hit. Alright. I can't pick that up. Let's go empty our bags. Because we do have a lot of potatoes and stuff. We should have enough to make at least some amount of food. I did kill those chickens. Was I not picking... Oh, I can't. I did pick up all the food from my bins. That's why. Is cow gonna give me something? Hopefully it gives us something that we can use. Okay, the damage does seem pretty well here. But this is like Lobby land, so... I know I've ran... Not that I remember it. I know I've run that... that vault a lot back in the day. Whether I remember it now, I don't think so. And I'm not totally sure if they respawn or not. So if I've already run it, it's possible that I can't get anything out of it. Sadly. So let's go put everything away. What is that? Oh, the steak is all overflowing from something. Did I build it in the wrong direction? It spits it out the wrong way. Alright, so if we toggle repair mode and we delete it, and I don't have any room. So, where's the meats? Let's put all this stuff back. Alright. That's kind of everything. Alright, so let's build it properly this time. The grill thingy. Is there an arrow? Oh yeah, there's an arrow. Okay. Now we'll spit it out properly. so that's done. Maybe I should build 2. Was it spitting it out? Yeah, it was just spitting it out there. Okay, so nothing's on the ground. This guy could be a problem. I'm gonna have to get used to the tab button. Where's that pack that he dropped? Alright. So let's grab all of these. Actually, we need that meat more than we need the other meat. So let's go ahead and put that in there. And for now, let's see. That's pretty cheap, right? How much is that? We have a lot of all of that. Okay, so if we do this, and we get it back, right? If we destroy it. So if we do that, and we throw all of these in here, and then we throw all of these in here, and we throw all of these in here. Alright, that's the things we needed, right? So we got plants or pots. That's tar, thread. Where's the food? Where's the plants for eating? Ingots, pots, clays, powders, arrows, beet, sap, dragon seed, shards. Shards, yeah, see, we only got the core. Cooked food. Did we not have any? Here we go, plants. So good. Onions, here's some more cabbages. How big does this stack now? That still only stacks 100. There's more berries. That's all we really need, I guess. Was this the berries? This was the berries, so we'll throw more berries in there. This is the cabbage, we'll throw the cabbage in there. And this is the potatoes, we'll throw the potatoes in there. So it's been spitting all those back out at me. So it looks like, yeah, we should be able to make more of this, which will craft all 6 of them. Oh, I gotta hold it down. Bam. I've got 25. Alright. I don't like how it just throws it all over the floor, but sure. So let's throw these. Okay, let's stack these more properly. We'll put the seeds in this box. What is that? A corm seed. Equip it and use it to scatter these into the farming plot and start growing plants. Okay, I don't know what that does, but we'll put them here. What is that? That's dried berries. That's our water. Here's the clay. So let's put that in there. Where is the essences? We'll put that in there. Where was the tar? Tar was there. We must get that from a goblin bag or something. We'll put these in here. Actually, those are the wrong place. But you know what? For now, who cares? Let's get everything away so we can go and explore. Okay, so that is almost done. So we'll cook more berries. Alright, so throw the berries in there. Start those up. This done with the haunches. Not quite. Wait, is that different? Oh, this is haunches. Oh, so that's finished. Okay. Slowly getting the hang of what all this is. So put the meats back in the meats. Is this done? No, that's still cooking berries. That's still cooking cabbages. Alright, so let's see how much more we can make. We can make another 9. Good deal. Crap. Oh, it does it on its own. I don't have to hold it. Excellent. Now, this was haunches, chicken, and okay, so that's that. We'll come back over here, throw these back inside, and then we'll go head over to the place. And let's get rid of this ingots because I don't need to carry it. One of these boxes was ingots. That's the box that's ingots. And this was the box of clay. Drop that in there. Alright. What is that over there? Did I kill something? Was that the deer that I couldn't pick up? Looked like more from far, but as we get close, it's like only a handful of items. Alright, so let's go here. I probably should go hunt out more of those things. Those urns or whatever. Since they give me more health. More health would mean more survivability. Despite the fact that my armor doesn't provide too much. Since it is mage armor. All this flax. I'm sure I'm going to need it. Probably not so much. Not so much the flax, though. Alright, so we'll make our way up to this vault here. And we'll head right on inside. I could use some water, but we'll worry about that later. The goblin pack I couldn't pick up earlier. Cabbage seeds. Don't really... I'm not interested in making a garden yet. Maybe soon. Then I won't have to go out and look for all these items. Especially if we're going to make that vegetable one. Okay, and here's a fire thing. I think I dumped all my essence though, so we can't get any. Yeah, we don't have any essence. Okay, so let's head on in. Hopefully my bags aren't too full. Now, what was that? Oh, it's that thing. Okay, this place kind of rings a bell. Ah, boss is here. Whoa, he's really strong. I expected him to be kind of a pushover, to be honest. Okay, he kind of is a pushover. Especially since he's kind of like stuck. Wow, that charge attack does nothing. But he is glitching. Look at that, 173 crit. The mouse is really sensitive. Well, that's that. There's the shards I needed. And is it... So do these reset now? I know they didn't. Wow, look, I got a core. These are heavy, by the way. So the... I gotta go look that up. R. I gotta go look that up. Because if they do reset, that's... So that's one of the reasons I made a lot of worlds at first. Because I deleted a lot of worlds too. Because once you finished particular ones, you... Well, at least I thought you couldn't do them again. It has been forever since I've played this game. So it's possible that they did reset. I'm going to have to look that up. Because that's kind of crucial. It became increasingly difficult, especially if you don't have portals, and apparently there are mounts now, so that makes it easier too. But it becomes increasingly difficult as you start new realms and you have no means of getting anywhere because you don't have the portals yet. As you progress through the game, if you put down portals, you can traverse through the area relatively quickly. But if you don't have anything, yeah, it's not as... How do you get in here? This whole place is supposed to be open already, so if we come this way, I think this opens that one. Let's see. Well, we can't. Yeah, they're only flipped once, so the dungeon is already finished. So I don't... Why is the sensitivity so high? Can you not change the sensitivity? Here we go. Let's go with what is that? It still says it's a 2. It still says 3. Alright, that's fine. That's a little better. There is a core there, though. I do want the core. What was that? Oh, a rock. See, now, when there was the barriers, it was cool because... Oh, fire is a pain, isn't it? Oh, there's another core right there, too. I don't remember there being that much cores in here. Well, I mean, I guess we'll take it. I like it. Unless they're too heavy. They don't seem that heavy, though. I do remember cores are fairly heavy, though. I mean, maybe that's changed, too. I mean, if the runes are... What is this? Cannot consume. Well, we don't want that then. How do you throw this away? It does seem that the weapons are very low. Low durability. Did he hit me or what? What's happening? I felt like that didn't really hit us. I'm gonna stop worrying about... Whoa! The rats hit me harder than the things do. It's kind of worrisome. The environmental effects are not as powerful as they used to be. I vaguely remember getting hit by those several times and I was dead. Okay, the fire is no joke though. The Hulk, not so much either. Well, granted, this is a lower area, but I expected them to be a little more difficult. I am pleasantly surprised. And I ran out of space. So what we're going to do... Total farming. I don't even know how to farm. Oops, I just used it. Okay, so I guess that's one way of doing it. Are they going to be that generous with these tomes? Because I was stockpiling them on every single one that we've done. So I don't know. How do we... There we go. I don't know. I just don't know. There's another something right there. What is that? A sealed wooden crate. Oh, I don't have that one. Cool. New stuff to build. I like that. I gotta stop collecting these, but the reason we're gonna get them is because there's a fire one right here. And I only have about 5,000. And that, let's see. Is this better? Let's try use that. That could be the downfall. Oh, that hit me pretty good too. I remember the fire rain combo. What is that? I don't want that. can't even pick it up. They give you so much of that stuff. It's like, thanks. I am now thoroughly lost. Sort of. Oh no, we already came here. So okay, this is the eggs. We went in circle. Okay, so the room we're trying to get to is above this room here. I mean, mission accomplished. We did get the 6 shards. The cores are usually harder to come by, from what I remember. But yet we have a lot of cores to the ratio of shards, which is sad. I'm on fire again. So we did come this way. So does this just go all the way around? Oh, it's toggle run. I see. Don't like toggle run. I don't know if I can turn that off. So we have come this way. This is the way we came in. So how do we get to that one room that's locked? Oh, we're running out of food and water. And we're kind of getting tired. That reminds me, I gotta look for cracked walls, because cracked walls are breakable by a hammer and a mining pick. Not that kind of cracked walls, I don't think, unless they change the look of it. They just look like they got cracks in them, not like they got holes in them. So that's holes in them. Cracked walls would just look like something smashed against it. I see. Well, you know what? Let's take these. Why not? Okay. We're back in this room again. It's not where we want to be. So I'm clearly missing something here, because that room is there. And we've already been here. What was that? Was that the stone it was telling me to pick up? Okay. So I got to remember, in this game, what you're looking at is what you pick up. A lot of games we haven't. Oh, we're on fire again. So we haven't been this way. We missed. Oh yeah, this has that attack. That could work really well for us. Oh, that was stone. The lever's already been thrown, so it's all good. We're on fire again. I don't think it's an issue yet. Oh, this is only a chest. Sure, we'll take that though. And we don't need that since we can't pick it up. Don't need that since we can pick it up. Bags seem to be a problem. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't like it. There's too much stuff versus what is available. Like, you pick up a lot of stuff. Wait, which way are we going? This goes up. Is this where we want to be? No, because that's where we want to be. How do you get there? So there's no hole in the ceiling. Is that a hallway at the end there? I can't flip this switch. I do want that core. Now, if we look at it carefully, there's no way in here. I mean, that looks like it could go around the corner. There's definitely a switch there. There's no hole in the ceiling. Aha! Found you. No, I totally forgot we could do that, though. Q, leap. Totally forgot that that was a thing. All these things that I already have. Alright, now we can leave. And this temporarily opens this gate. I think. Oh, I'm overweight. Yeah, so that's probably because these cores are super heavy. We'll manage. We'll manage. The gate's right here. Was it this way? Yeah, it's right here. All right. So mission accomplished. We'll go home and we'll make ourselves a amulet. Give me a second to get home. All right, so we got home to a room full of food. So we're gonna go make it all. We can only make one. All right, so let's see what else we got. I'm gonna stash all of those. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that jewelry piece because I'd like my what? Oh, I kind of would like them to allow you to, you know, get the stuff as you make them. I mean, allow you to have the. Let's put the books in the pots. Thing. Well, those are where the seeds went to. So for F, it's not looking at that. I will say this: the game feels kind of. I don't know what the word would be. I don't want to say janky because it's not janky, but it is very clunky. It's clunky. That's what I'm gonna call it. It's clunky. It doesn't feel polished. It doesn't feel smooth when I'm moving around, when I'm doing things. It feels very clunky or jerky or however you want to call that. Unfortunate but true.
Clunky, jerky, or whatever you're calling it. I'm not sure what you want me to do with that. You're gonna have to be a bit more.
Why did Ziggy turn on? Hey, sorry, I wasn't asking you that. Thank you though.
No worries at all. My bad for jumping in when you weren't even talking to me. That's what I get for being an overeager speaker in the corner.
All right. Let's see here. So we got this going. Let's throw some of this in here. Cook that up. Rat roast. Well, I guess that's food. What else we got here? We got the haunches. We got the steak. And we're just waiting on the chicken, which is almost done. We can cook some of that already. Let's see how that comes out. 22 pieces. Cooking seems a little more viable. Or should I say easier? Alright, so that's all taken care of. We have food now. Cooked food was somewhere here. Alright, so we'll throw some of that cooked food in there. Throw the fillets in there. Okay, so we got to throw the haunches in there. Let's throw this mixed grill in there. We'll hold on to these meats. We'll put these in here. We'll put the clay back in the clay. We'll put the essences back in the essences. These things here back into these things here. So let's pull all of these out and see what we can make out of these. We'll throw that in there. Start cooking up leather. For these, we'll throw that in there. We'll start cooking up the threads. So let's put those back in there. Coarse animal fur. I don't know which one does what. We'll just throw all this in here. We'll have to sort this out later on. And there we go. Okay, so we're all set to go. I think. Did I not make that? I need shards and a piece. Put the leather. Take that. Take that. And we'll do that. Okay, so only one. What is this? Increased magic damage. I'd rather that. Let's just do the level up. Alright, so we got that. Hopefully it auto-equipped. If not, we will... What? Oh, there it is. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. How do you put it on? Oh yeah, right click. There we go. Okay. Now we'll get 5 extra XP every time we rock that. Now, if we go and visit all of these, so these are marked. So these are marked. Is it because we've seen them? I know we haven't seen them, so it just tells you where they are. Kinda does, kinda doesn't. Okay, there's one there, so it does kind of tell you where all of those things are. What is this? Now, what I also want to find is I want to find a mount. So for now, let's go head over here and find out. I'm going to try and collect some of these so I get more health. That should make it a little easier in some of these harder areas. But the video has been going for quite a bit, so I'm going to try and take some of that out. And... Wait, what am I pressing here? So the armor does seem to matter. This guy is kind of... This is a lobby area, but... It's a lobby area, but he really didn't do too much damage, as expected. Okay, so there should be a... He shot me. He really didn't do too much damage either. I'm stuck. There should be one in here. Is where... There it is. So we should be at 140. Okay, it's cool. So that is something that I guess I'll have to do. So I can go and get all of those in the area. So there's 2 over there, 1 over there. And I guess I'll go find out how to get a mount, because that's what I want. That should make traveling so much easier. But it does feel a little janky. Again, I don't want to say that word, but it does feel clunky. That's the word we decided. I do have to level everything up, but look at that. Fishing is at 1, basically 0. So yeah, we got to go ahead and do that. I mean, even the magic, I was at 50 out of 50 before, actually 49 out of 49. But magic stamina, so it does get cheaper. So I just got to kill a lot of things with the magic, and that should help a lot. I don't see anything major coming up except for that, but that's a cape to show that you got maxed out skills. So I don't know. We'll work on that, and maybe we'll be back. We'll see how everything works out. If I can actually keep going on this, or is it going to reach a plateau again? We'll see. We will see. But stay tuned for more, whether it's this or No Rest for the Wicked. I do want to get back into Valheim, because Valheim is going to be releasing the Deep North update. So that's something I want to try. The only problem with Valheim, in my opinion, is it's too real in the sense that travel is very, very... well, time constrained, so it's really tricky. If you want to go from one place to the other, unless you've already been there and you've set up a portal system, you're gonna have to travel to get there, which is kind of sad. It's cool in respect, but it's also not cool, because I just like a game that requires me to grind too much. I don't want to play a game to go to work. So, well, we'll see. All right, but that's going to be this video. Stay tuned for more, and we will be back. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.